All right, let's try this. I'm going to try to frame my dragonfly. So I got 18 by 24, 3/4 inch thick. It's not very thick, so, but it is what it is. And I decided to leave the canvas in the back because my fabric is light anyway, so it was either the white, or if I don't put the canvas in the back, then light could shine through, and I'd rather have the white, so I'm leaving it like that. And I ironed it, and this will fit very nicely. This was just a test stitch for the... So technically, what you want to do when you stretch, put your piece on it, flip it, and then you could use tacks. But, you know, I think it's more work. I have stretched a lot of fabric before, a lot of canvas before, so I know how to line this up. But doing it this way gives you a border here, so you could cut so you don't have too much extra fabric, but be really sure what you're doing when you do that, because you want your staples to be here on the back. Staples on the side don't look so good. So I know this is fine. It's just enough fabric. This is perfect, actually. And then we're going to do this one. There's a way to fold the corners. No, you will show that later, but just to trim the fabric, we'll put this. Depending on the kind of wood that the stretchers bars are made of, it might be hard to put the tacks in, because hardwood would be difficult. Most will probably be softwood like pine, so that should be okay. I'm not being very clean, but that's okay. It's in the back. You don't care. Okay. So I'm going to take these silly push pins out of the way. I have a staple gun, which is a blessing. So the first few, this is, these stacks might be too big. Nope, it'll be okay. That's the other thing, depending on the kind of, if a staple gun, make sure you have the tacks that match the size of your canvas or your stretcher bar. Okay, we're being silly. Let's fix this. So always balance it out. You do one there, do the one across from it. Same here, left side. Make sure you do right side. So you have your 4 corners or 4 sides in. Bring it back. I did iron it, I promise. And just, you know, give it a quick view to make sure it's fine. So next, staples. So go top left and balance to that is bottom right. And then left, bottom right. Just realize I have paint on there, so I'm just not paint, but blue. Yeah, make sure your surface is clean. I'll do what I do. All right. So we did top, and we're going to do, so this. Tension on this piece is a little bit different than if you do canvas, because you don't want to pull too much on your stitched design. So I did top right, bottom left, right, bottom left. Start again. We've got 3. We're going to do those, and then we're going to come in the end and add in the middle. So top right, bottom left, 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 bottom right, left, bottom right, do a check and steam this probably, but seems like it's going pretty okay. So now I'm just going to put it on fast forward. So I used this rubber mallet to hammer it. And look at all the black marks. So using a paper is a good idea. Okay, so next one will be the corners. I can trim a little bit more here, and I will, and I'm normally aiming to trim like to the edge of the bar, more or less, just to make it simpler. Like I said, this is the back, so it doesn't mean I have to look super precise. And 3/4 inch, no, yeah, 3/4 inch, like that is, looks much better when it's framed. So what they call a floating frame around it would look really good. I do not think I have one here. I will look. If I do have one, I will take a picture in the end. Okay, so the corners, I'm going to try to zoom in. Can I zoom in with this? No. So your corners are going to be like that. Show better. Oh no. Big industrial light, but it will help. Corners are like that, so you want to bring it in. So one, pinch it diagonally, and then bring it in like this, so it will be, I'll make a corner that's like this. I like more square corners. So I bring it in, then I lift a little bit here, and then I fold this over. So my corner looks like this. So once this is done, keep your finger on it. And try to work your way to. So again, put it even, give it a little bit of wing, fold the wing, and then fold the wing enough so that you don't have too much fabric here, and it just hides that corner. And voila. You can, if you have fabric like this, you can pull it again here. So I think it makes a nicer, cleaner corner this way. Okay, let's do it here. Fold it over, get a little bit of wing. Depending on how much fabric you have, that will have to be, see, I'm way too much fabric here, so I need to give it a big wing. See, this one's almost 90. Doesn't work. Okay, let's try that again. A wing and fold. Pull the fabric on the edge. Okay, one more here. And last one, wing, fold it over. Okay. So, dragonfly is framed. I will steam it a little bit, try to get rid of that eye stitch in hand so the fabric gets really wrinkled. I don't know if you can see the cool wings. Woohoo. And it's been through a big move. Let me see if I can find a frame. Okay, I can't find a frame, but this will give you an idea. If you dropped it, this is a little short, but if you dropped it in, it would look like the frame would be around it. Yeah, this is too short, but gives you an idea on potential for framing. But anyway, putting it on the canvas like this is fine. And you could probably get like Scotch guard, as long as it's acid free. You give it a good wipe, a good spray, protect it, and then you can probably put it in a frame without the glass if it's well protected. You could also put a glass in, but it's up to you. Okay, try it. Let me know how it goes.